Check out this little cutie. Just a little junior version. Normally I'm fairly optimistic about these things running. This one I'm a little skeptical. First off, we notice no gas cap. We got about a quarter tank full of water, rusty water at that. That's nasty. Second, we can see here spark plug is missing. Who knows how long that's been sitting there wide open. And the air cleaner housing here is messed up and missing its cover and filter. Of course, pull rope has been ripped out in a rage of trying to start a non-starting engine. I did stick a screwdriver in there and move the fan. The engine is not seized, but it actually having compression is a whole different story. First things first, we're going to take the gas tank off, make things easier, and put some WD-40 down the cylinder and see what we can do to get it a little cleaned out. I didn't even think these things had a screen on them. That's actually pretty cool. Might have to start checking some of those. Guess that was a little fuel gauge. Can't even tell now. That's not a very nice looking tank. Well, I don't know. It might not be that dirty in there. That's about as much WD-40 as I want to waste on that thing. Oh, well, we got WD-40 pouring out the intake. Well, that worked good. Blasted all over the place. Guess I should have moved some stuff before doing that. It actually looks pretty nice down there now. I know you guys can't see jack all on the camera, but rob the spark plug out of that one for now, and she's almost at full. Oh, smokers, I'll be darned. That's like brand new, man. Well, safe to say we don't have to change the oil before starting it, I think. Bigger generator here, the threads go in like this far. So technically this spark plug is going to be protruding down into this combustion chamber. So I don't know if it's a very good idea to use it. Well, I robbed the spark plug out of that old forgotten chainsaw. It ain't the right plug, but it should work. Seems like it'll fit just right in there depth-wise. Actually really clean down in the spark plug boot here. Nope, unfortunately that ain't gonna work. So now I've robbed the center cup deal off of that one. See if this fits onto this generator. Whoops! Yeah, I think she'll work. Now the holes aren't far enough out. I won't be able to screw it on here. Everything about this little guy is different than the others. I've officially given up on the original pull start here because everything in it is just mangled. Well, we're going to get creative and just use some self-tappers for this. Obviously not going to work for permanent, but at least it'll last long enough for me to see if it runs and see if it's worth actually finding a new pull start assembly for it. That should work. Right on. Next step, drain out the water out of the fuel bowl. Well, that is most likely plugged. Well, the bottom of the bowl doesn't look as bad as I thought it would be. Whew, what a smell. That little carb might be savable. How does she feel? Give her a shot. Wait, I gotta open the choke. Okay, what happens? She runs. Look at that. cute little generator's actually trying to run. And it actually sounds really good. It doesn't make any excessive rattling or knocks. It's really quiet. Wow. I think she's a saver, this one. I guess our next step is remove the carburetor. Shows. There. That needle and seat's looking pretty sad. She is right stuck in there. Tool number 2 won't work because it won't fit in there. Maybe it will this way. Well, that little jet's totally clogged. No surprise there. Go ahead and get this throttle stop out of the road. The idle jet. Also plug solid. This one actually has an adjustable air fuel mixture. Half, 1 1¼ turns out. Little chunk of gunk on the end of that. Let's see if our needle wants to come out yet. It's not looking good. First I'll go ahead and put my carb cleaner here and soak this stuff. Uh-oh. Ah, it's leaking. Prevent it from evaporating quite so much. Well, at this point that means I'm gonna have to buy at least a new needle for it. I don't think you can change the seat in these cheapo carburetors. I could probably just buy a whole new carburetor for this thing. That'd probably be the smart decision. My attempts to get this needle and seat out are just proving unsuccessful. I'm going to try a little more, but man, that thing is stuck in there and it's obviously mangled beyond use at this point. Anything, I just want to get it the heck out of there and just run it without a needle. I'll just turn the gas on for a little bit when it starts running out of gas, and at least then we'll be able to test it before dumping money into a new carb. Could probably get one for 20 bucks on Amazon. Why even bother starting to put parts into this one? It's not like this is a genuine Yamaha or Honda carburetor that we're trying to preserve. This is already a cheapo carburetor, so you might as well buy another one. Here's what's left of our needle. There, well, she's a needleless carb now. I guess we'll just go ahead and clean up the jets and put it back together. Probably could have soaked them just a little longer, but whatever. I accidentally put the drain screw for the bowl on the throttle here. We're going to pretend that the float isn't important and we're going to omit it. She's going to be regulated with the fuel valve type of carburetor now. Let's put her on. There, clean as a whistle. Since the air cleaner's wrecked anyways, I'm just not even going to bother putting it on. High performance. Oh, now we got to deal with that gas tank. Ugh. Oh. Well, that looks quite a bit better. First time I've ever done that. I suppose we should clean this stuff now. Now we'll just prop that up like this for a little while. It was meant to be. Got some circulation through there, boy. Should be dry in no time. There we go, now the tank's good and dry. I think that's all it needs to be. There, she'll be clean enough. Oh, that just made it look worse. Oh. Well, I've succeeded in getting that top piece clear, but it seems as if the inner piece where the arrow is also faded to white, and I cannot see the little needle anymore. I can just barely start to see it now. Maybe if she soaks for a while, she'll start becoming visible. I don't know if this stuff will work. Well, unfortunately, the only stuff I got in this size is this crappy clear stuff that goes bad within like a year. There, good enough. Now let's watch our carburetor overflow now. It hasn't overflowed yet. Oh, there it goes. Okay, carburetor's full. Alright, let's see how she runs. Why is it doing that? Well, what the heck? It was running. Oh! Oh, let's give her another try. There we go. Spraying all over my generator. I got WD-40 all over it. It's smoking the whole shop right out here. I think that's just a WD-40. That's what it smells like. Oh, you're running out of gas. Well, she runs. Kill switch is broken. It won't turn off. This will just let it run out of gas. Has a mind of its own. There she goes. Well, she's definitely a runner. I don't think so. Oh yeah, I can see a little bit of cream in there. There is some moisture, but as far as I can tell, it's not just brutal. Guess we'll probably go ahead and run it just for a little while, and then I'll dump the oil. What do you know, I found a gas cap for one of these generators at the scrapyard. And the power switch just mysteriously started to work again. It is a little balky. Yeah, that thing's got really low voltage. Oh, that's a little high. Well, she's not running smooth enough to be accurate, so we'll call this about good for now. Alright, does she take a load? Aw. She's a little too boggy for that. Unfortunately, the carburetor isn't really working good enough for it to handle that load. It's like I can't find that sweet spot between choke and not choke, you know. The generator works. I think I'm going to do some shopping on Amazon, see if I can get myself a carburetor. Norley. Well, that little jut. Oh, I made it mad.